What's up, y'all? What's going on? So today I'm just going to be listening to the stupid shit in the world, okay? Here we go.
President Biden is pushing hard for a new COVID relief bill, and we just learned new details about what that includes overnight. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell's tracking it all from the White House this morning. Kelly, good morning to you.
Good morning, Kristen. A critical week ahead for President Biden's effort to go big on COVID relief. The Democrats have put in writing, lots of writing, the specifics of their plan to fund vaccines, schools, food programs, and lots of personalized financial help. There can be...
If you're going to make a vaccine, let me tell you guys this. There needs to be at least 5 years of research behind it, or it's going to kill people. It's going to put poison into people because they don't know. Like, a few weeks, a few months of testing a year of testing is not going to fucking work to figure out what the fuck is wrong with the vaccine when it's killing people. You know what I mean? So just get back to listening.
Changes made in the coming weeks, so the pressure is on President Biden to sell it, and he did so on the road. At Michigan's Pfizer COVID vaccine plant.
What happens there? Yeah.
President Biden toured the production
We don't need a
line
fucking
Friday
vaccine.
and delivered a dose of forceful encouragement.
The vaccines are safe. Please, for yourself, your family, your community.
Bro, there's not a fucking year of research behind the fucking vaccine. This guy can't bullshit me. He can't bullshit a bullshitter. So, dude, he's so stupid. He don't even understand what the fuck he's talking about. You know, we need someone a little bit younger that can understand what the fuck that we're talking about. And anyways, let's get back to it.
This country, take the vaccine when it's your turn and available.
In a new development,
No thanks.
House Democrats released the first text of the nearly 600-page COVID relief bill that extends unemployment benefits at $400 a week through August, sends direct payments of $1,400 per person and for each child for families earning up to $150,000 a year, and includes a sliding increase in the minimum wage up to $15 an hour after 4 years. President Biden pushed Republican lawmakers who call his $1.9 trillion COVID package too expensive.
Let me ask them, what would they have me cut? What would they have me leave out?
The president put a folksy spin on criticizing Mr. Trump.
My predecessor, as my mother would say, God love him, failed to order enough vaccines.
New criticism appeared in a British paper that asked Dr. Anthony Fauci about fallout when he publicly disagreed with Mr. Trump. He did things or allowed things to happen that were terrible, referring to Trump White House aides who had publicly undercut Fauci's credibility. Friday, President Biden updated the vaccine timeline, saying the U.S. should have enough by the end of July for all Americans, but cautions that more hurdles like weather delays could interfere.
I believe we'll be approaching normalcy by the end of this year, and God willing, this Christmas will be
Bullshit.
different than last.
You're gonna
I can't
die by
make
the end
that
of this year.
commitment to
You know, I have a little bit of respect for Joe Biden, but he's not gonna be able to take away our guns. I mean, we have so many fucking country people. Like, in the United States, like, there's more country people than city people, because what do you think it is? The United States. I just got that the other day. I got it. It took a while to get here. It took like 2 months to get here. It's from the South. It's from Tennessee, I'm pretty sure. Nashville, Tennessee. Yup. It says, America, the land I love. Like, there's too many fucking country folk, and they're not gonna let you sit there and try to take something that we've used for years and years. It's a Second Amendment. You can't go past that. It was set there for a reason. It's going to stay there for a reason. The Second Amendment is the Second Amendment, so you can't take that away. You feel me?
And this morning, there's a setback for President Biden's cabinet-level team. West Virginia Democrat Senator Joe Manchin announced he will oppose the nomination of Neera Tanden to be the director of the Office of Management and Budget, citing her past tweets and statements as overtly partisan and toxic.
not getting more.
Now, President Biden says he is sticking with Tanden's nomination and will look to Republicans to help get her through the process. But with a 50-50 Senate, that nomination is in some peril. Kristen, Peter?
Yeah, no doubt about that. A big twist in that confirmation process. Kelly O'Donnell at the White House. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes.
All right, well, we're gonna watch a different one. We're gonna find some shit about this vaccine. All right, guys.
Welcome back to CBS This Morning. After a slow start, vaccinations are speeding up across America. More than 56 million doses have been administered so far. It's good news, but we're still far from the so-called herd immunity that scientists say we need to be safe. Our lead national correspondent, David Begnaud, is at UC Davis Medical Center near Sacramento. David, you spoke with a community that has achieved that threshold.
We sure did, Anthony. Look, we were back here in December initially when they got the first vaccine. They were ready to put it in the arms of their employees. And they called us about a week ago and they said, David, we have achieved herd immunity. And here's how. When we were here in December, they had 210 employees out sick due to COVID. You know how many they had as of yesterday? Only 10. More than 93% of the employees here at UC Davis Health all stepped up and said, we will be vaccinated. But the interesting part to this story is that there were some who said, no, I don't want the vaccination. And watch what happened to one of them. Meet Chastity Whitmer. She's a nurse. She was delivering babies at the height of the pandemic. And when her time came to be vaccinated, she hesitated. What were some of your initial concerns?
If I got the vaccine, would I get COVID? What would my side effects be? How long would it last? Good girl.
But with a husband who stays home and takes care of the kids, this is what changed her mind.
I was orienting a relief charge nurse on my unit, and we were kind of.
God damn it, she took the fucking vaccine. Okay, why do the Democrats try to push the vaccine on people like that? That is not right to push a vaccine on people. You know what I'm saying?
Just talked amongst each other and boosted our confidence up and stood in line to get vaccinated.
She and more than 90% of the staff here at UC Davis Medical Center in Sacramento, California, have received at least one.
And I respect y'all's opinions on my YouTube channel. I respect your opinions, but
so we have 100% compliance amongst
if you don't agree with me,
100%,
that's
100%
fine. I mean,
emergency
there's a lot of people that
This is
don't.
Dr. Nathan Cooperman.
You know,
he is in charge
Trump,
of UC Davis's
he was
emergency
fit to be
department.
our president,
were
but
there
I
back
think
in
we need
December
someone
when
a
he
little
got
bit
his
younger
first shot.
that can
How
actually
has
think right.
vaccinating
Both of
the
them.
vast majority of employees here changed your ability to staff the ER?
That is a great question. So before the vaccine came out, on any given day, we would have between 100 and 150 employees that were sick with COVID and were calling in sick and were not coming in.
And now?
Now I think it's single digits. I mean, there's less than 10. Suddenly, there was like this pressure lifted from our shoulders.
It's not just UC Davis's health system. Across the University of California health system, cases among health staff. You know who didn't? She and her grandfather. And they are the only two in the family who have been vaccinated.
My husband was extremely sick with COVID pneumonia, was here at the emergency department for 9 hours. My grandmother spent 25 days in the hospital with COVID pneumonia and is still recovering on oxygen. It's not fun seeing your family members sick. It's very scary.
I fucking hate this
Being a
COVID
nurse,
stuff.
watching them get sicker and sicker, and whether to go to the hospital, whether to stay home.
What do I hear in your voice? I hear the breakup.
Yeah, just reliving it.
And when you relive it, what makes you emotional?
Not knowing if my husband would be one of the ones that would live or die.
What a story. She went from being an I don't want it to thank God I got it. You know, one health official here at UC Davis Health said to me yesterday, David, COVID-19 is no longer an occupational hazard within our health system. Think about that for a minute. Back to y'all.
You always give us a lot to think about, David Begnaud, but what a story, a Chastity Whitmer story. It's almost a cautionary tale for people that are sort of trying to decide what to do, how to do.
You know, and the thing is, when you talk about her fear, I mean, the statistics bear it out because there's a statistic came out from the federal government yesterday. Life expectancy last year in the U.S. dropped by a full year.
That's right.
Typically, it moves by like weeks or days. A full year among men and women. Among Black Americans, it dropped by 2.6 years.
I mean,
it's the
African
biggest drop
Americans.
since after World War II. So it had an enormous impact on how long
Fear
people
is
live in
real,
this
but
country.
we all have to get over that. I think, Anthony, I've heard you say many times, if they pulled it in the garage, you would roll up your sleeve anywhere, anytime. Yeah,
Yep.
to get it.
You can use the same.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm not gonna listen to more of that bullshit. So, come back for